have to share my screen. All right, so today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take your completed birdhouse design and very easily export all the parts of your design as a DXF file. And then I'm going to show you how to place those DXF files onto a page in Illustrator so that you can lay them out in the correct way to be laser cut. That's what today's tutorial will be. Now, I'm going to do something. If that's good, let's see a thumbs up. Are there thumbs up coming? We got one thumbs up. Two. Alrighty. Yeah, so this is kind of important because if you don't understand this, then completing the actual project here might be challenging. But we'll see how we go. All right. So in Fusion, you have your folders file. If you expand your folders file, sorry, sketches folder. I don't know why I said folders file. Sketches folder. If you expand your sketches folder, you've got all of these sketches. Sophia's got 42 sketches. That's probably pretty small compared to the amount of sketches that some people do. But what we can do is, if you find a sketch, you've actually got an option. You can right click on it and export as a DXF. So that's good, right? So we can do that, and we've got a type of file that the laser cutter can read, and we're good to go. Now, I find though, for this, to do this successfully, there's a little thing we can do to help our design, to help us do a better job. All right, and what I'm actually going to do is this. I'm going to create a new file. And I'm going to call this, I'm going to save this file. So because I'm using Sophia as my guinea pig, I'll go Sophia Birdhouse DXFs. Sophia Birdhouse DXFs. Right, and what that has done, so I've just got two Fusion files. And what I'm going to do, instead of messing around with my sketches in this file, because you might have hundreds and hundreds of sketches, or dozens and dozens, right? You'll have tons of sketches, and it'll get confusing. What I'm going to do is just kind of start afresh in this new file. So all I've got to do, click on my control panel. Here is the control panel, the top left-hand corner. Click on the control panel, find my completed birdhouse, and then click, whoops, and then click Insert into Current Design. All right, so beautiful. Insert into Current Design. And I basically just copied the file over and placed it in this brand new Fusion file. Right, and let's go save. Okay, beautiful, all right, all good. We've just placed our Fusion file, our previous Fusion file, in a new Fusion file. Now, to get my sketches, to export them as DXFs, this is all I've got to do. So I'm going to click on, let's go, the roof. I click on the roof. I click Create Sketch, and then I just click Finish Sketch. And if you see, I have, let's hide the previous one. I've now got a sketch that's the exact same shape as the roof, right? And then I save DXF as, make a folder. I call it roof 1. Save. Alrighty, now the roof is, I've got that object done. So I turn that file off. Okay, I've got a DXF of the roof. I now click this next layer, create sketch, finish sketch. Sketch number 2. Save as DXF. Roof 2. I turn that body off. Alright, so the roof is done. Now, let's go the outside bodies. So I'll start with this surface. Create sketch, finish sketch. Here's my sketch. Export as outside 1. Turn the sketch off. Turn that body off. Spin around. Select the next body. Create sketch. Finish sketch. And then export the sketch as a DXF. Outside 2. Alrighty. So that's the basic way you can export files as DXFs. If that's good, I want to see a good typed in the chat. Good. Tom thinks it's good. Good, 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 good. Right, and I really do suggest creating a new file and inserting the file, because it will be much easier to organize and look at your sketches. And another little thing that will save you time. Okay, another little thing to save you time. Every time you make a sketch, turn the eye off next to that body, so you're not confused and making double sketches and things like that. All right, so that's step 1 in getting your DXFs. Now here is step 2. I've got Illustrator. I create a new Illustrator file. All right, I'm going to set it to 600. I'll go 590 and 400. That is because the material we have is 600 by 420, and I want a little bit of a buffer around the edge of that sheet of material. So I'm gonna set it to this size, just so I know I've got a little bit of a buffer. Alrighty, then I create my file. So this page is as big as physically as big as the sheets that we're going to use. So create file, new, 590 by 400 millimeters. Create. Okay. Now, it's very, when I put my DXFs on this file, there's one little annoying thing that will get in the way, and it's just one little annoying thing you've got to be aware of. Right. If I go File, Place, and I find my sketches, and I just go, okay, I'm just going to start with roof 1, and I'm just going to place in. Right? For some reason, the units of measurement can be altered, can be messed up. Sometimes it inserts, and instead of being the exact same size it is in Fusion, it's off. Right? So So we've got to be aware that you don't go File, Place. What you want to do is go File, Open. Click on your file, and you want to make sure it says original size. If it does not say original size, the unit of measurements are messed up. Right, but you open the DXF in a different file. You go select the file there, Control C, and then Control V, and place it in this file. Okay, File, Open. So I'll get Rooftop 2. Open in a new document. Control A, Control C, Control V. Alrighty, who's confused? Who's got questions? Yep. This should be okay, Ollie. It should be okay. Try and, if it's bigger, that's fine. I want people to try and make sure you stick to the 400 by 590, just because I don't want to do this thing where you've got designs that are overlapping and outside of the page and stuff like that. Ollie, you're a bit of an odd case, but yeah, we'll make sure you're correct. All right, so what you basically do then, what you basically do, I couldn't really hear that, but yes, you're going to have multiple sheets where you place all your files onto that sheet. Righto? So you export all the DXFs from Fusion, select every face in Fusion, export a DXF of every face. Then open the file, copy and paste, and place it onto a page in Illustrator that's 590 by 400. And when you're absolutely sure that you cannot fit any more material on that page, you go File, Export, Export as a DXF. Okay, export as DXF, and then call it like Sophia Cutting 1. And then Sophia Cutting 2, Sophia Cutting 3, so Sophia Cutting 4. And you want to have or every single face, every single object from your birdhouse placed into that on a page that is that size. Yep. How big is file? New. 590 by 400. Make sure it says millimeters. If it does not say millimeters, you will have something set up with inches or centimeters, and it will be gigantic. Instead of being, instead of being 400 millimeters wide, it will be 400 centimeters wide, and it will be, 4 meters long. So you've got to make sure we pay attention to our units of measurement. Okay, who's confused by that? You can be honest. Alrighty, I have recorded that. I will publish it to the OneNote, and I will send everybody. I'll publish it to my YouTube page. I'll send everybody a copy so that you can review it at your own time. What you should be doing now, making sure that your design is complete. If your birdhouse design is not 100% complete yet, that is okay, but you really should be making sure that the design is finalized soon. By the end of this week, you need to submit this project. That means you need to submit your cutting sheets for the laser cutter, with all the objects, all the surfaces from your birdhouse saved as a DXF and placed onto an Illustrator file that size and then exported as a DXF for cutting. Alrighty, hopefully that's good. Yeah, Ollie, go ahead. Yeah, and the folio needs to be completed as well. Alrighty, I'll stop the recording now. I'll start. Yeah, was there a question? Only this assignment. Yep.